Hi guys, Laura here. I'm here today to do my February TBR. I am definitely sticking with my theme of trying to read more a diverse range of books, which is something that I'm steadily doing. I'm going to tell you the stuff that I'm in the middle of reading, the stuff that I just finished reading, and what I hope to finish to read in the month of February. So let's get into it. The books for the Time Warp YA Book Club is Villain Boyfriend by Casey Witt, which I've just finished at the tail end of January, and also Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. So those are the books for the Time Warp YA Book Club. We do a discussion at the end of every month, so be sure you join the group below, and if you want to join those discussions, make sure you say yes to those events. The book that I just wound up finishing in the month of January, yesterday, was The Lying Woods by Ashley Elston. This is a thriller, but it definitely has more of a contemporary theme, but it still has Ashley Elston's like signature twists in it. I actually really enjoyed this book. It basically follows a lead character named Owen, and he learns that his dad has basically been embezzling money from the entire town that he grew up in. His dad runs away with all this money, and him and his mom are left picking up the pieces. You also follow Owen's dad in the past, and there is a lot of other stuff going on, but I really liked it. I thought that it was a fast-paced contemporary. It dealt with a lot of different issues. I love the dual timeline, like seeing Owen's dad and seeing Owen in the future. There was definitely two budding romances that I really liked. The ending was super surprising and super shocking. I gave this book 5 stars. It was one of my first 5-star reads of the year, and I actually really enjoyed it. I'm really hoping that I'll get to read the other Ashley Elston book, was definitely more of a thriller, at some point this year. I'm also in the middle of listening to Big Magic by, what's her name? By Elizabeth Gilbert, who is the author of Eat, Pray, Love. And this is a nonfiction book all about creativity, creative living beyond fear, which I'm really enjoying. I have about 30 minutes left of it. And I don't normally read a lot of nonfiction books, but I really wanted to expand my listening. So this is a book that I've decided to tackle. The book that I'm in the middle of reading right now is The Light Between Walls by Laura E. Waymount, and my name is Laura as well, which is kind of awesome. This book was pitched to me as what happens when you come back from Narnia. This is a historical fiction read about 2 sisters, or I think it's a group of siblings that wind up going to this fantasy world, but when they come back, they're dealing with all of these harder issues. And I'm literally just starting it. I'm about 20 pages into this book. Not much has happened yet, but I do know that it's a historical fiction book. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Every Heart is a Doorway, that series, but this is definitely more of a fantastical version, and you do see the characters in the other world as well, which I'm really liking. But yeah, I hope that this is a book that I will speed through as well. And then this was just a physical copy that I had of Crown of Midnight. I got this from my friend Tiffany. I am still not 100% sure if I'm going to physically read it or listen to it, but definitely it will get read this month. Another book that I got out from the library was Famous in a Small Town by Emma Mills. This follows a girl named Sophie, and she is part of a marching band. Her marching band gets invited to go to Washington, D.C., I think, but the only way she can get there is if she has to save money or have a fundraiser so her band can go. The only idea she has is to invite back a former popstar that grew up in her town to do a benefit concert. People have had mixed feelings about this book. I've heard like very mixed things, but I'm normally game for a friendship-themed YA contemporary, and hopefully I enjoy it. Another book that is on my TBR, this says Breathe, but it's not Breathe, and there's like another cover, but it just came out. This one's by Katie McGarry, and this follows Jessie and Scarlett. I do have another one that I do have to read, but this one is just one that's coming out sooner. My friend Jen did get this for me at ALA last year before the title change, but I'm super excited and hope that I like it equally as much as her other novels. Another contemporary book is The Art of Losing by Lizzie Mason. This is one that I got at BookCon last year. And this is another contemporary. It is about a girl named Harley, and she is dealing with some hard issues. Her boyfriend drives drunk and wound up putting her sister into a coma, and she's wound up dealing with the after effects of that. This is a former editor turned author. I got to meet her, and I'm so excited to dive into this read. It deals with dealing with forgiveness and dealing with like alcoholism and stuff like that. So hopefully this book is as hard-hitting as I normally enjoy. The other book that I'm super excited about is The Last Life of Prince Alistair, which is a middle grade book from Alexandra Bracken. This is the second book in the Dreadful Tale of Prospero Redding duology. This book is also signed to me. I got this at BEA last year, and I'm super excited and hope that I get to read it soon. Going along that track is another middle grade, and this is Arlo Fish in the Lake of the Moon. And this is the second book in the Arlo Finch Valley of Fire series. Yeah, I really am excited for this. I thoroughly enjoyed book 1 and hope that I like book 2 equally as much. The last 2 books are books that I also got from BEA and BookCon last year. This is The Similars by Rebecca Hanover, 6th Clone, 1 Elite Boarding School, Countless Deadly Secrets. Yeah, this is about a school of clones, and this will be my thriller / my science fiction novel of the month, which I'm super excited about. And the last book that I'm going to chat about in this video is The Girl King by Mimi Yu, which is a Chinese or Japanese inspired fantasy novel focusing on 2 sisters. And I got this at Bloomsbury over the summer. A couple of other books that I would love to be able to tackle this month are books that just came out. They were featured in my February Reads video, and that is Warrior of the Wild, Stolen Time, Ceruleum, and We Set the Dark on Fire. Those are just a couple of books that I would really love to tackle. But yeah, so let me know in the comments what you hope to read this month, and I hope that I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!